I decided to pursue law, a bit of a whim. I'd thought about it for some time. Some people call it a gap year after high school. I managed to stretch that into 4 years and got to ski and ski race in some interesting places around the world. And then it was time to get a little more serious about life and go to university. So I wanted to go to business school at the time, and Western had one of the best business schools in the country. And I called my father with some excitement and told him I'd been accepted into the business school. And he basically said, well, that's interesting, but you need to have a profession. Having an undergrad business degree doesn't really count for much. And I thought, well, that's not what I was hoping to hear. He had been a product of the Depression, so having a profession was very, very important to people that had come through that experience.
So how I would describe Bob Rooney in 3 words would be leadership, integrity, and vision, his ability to have a vision.
Super positive, ethical, and family-focused.
Composed, genuine, and persuasive.
Cool, in every sense of that word. He is pragmatic, and he is so principled.
Empowering, insightful, and effective.
Judgment, family.
Astute, thoughtful, and empowering.
Humble, unflappable, and positive.
As a friend, loyal, as a lawyer, effective, and as a leader, inclusive.
Best boss ever.
I was never expecting this, and there are so many very accomplished and brilliant practitioners across Canada and in Western Canada. So to get this is a bit surreal, actually. I never thought I would be in this position. These really aren't individual awards. You don't get these types of things unless you have unwavering support from your family and unless you're part of a great team with great colleagues. And I've been blessed that I've had both, and it's allowed me to end up here today, I guess.
Well, Bob deserves this award because not only has he had a decades-long, highly successful career as a lawyer, but to me, the legacy he leaves is the tremendous impact he's had on people.
I think 2 experiences I've seen Bob handle very, very well over the years as a lawyer and as a corporate leader were during his time as general counsel at Talisman Energy and the role he played in enabling us to bring a successful conclusion to the time of Talisman. He was really instrumental in that. He very much deserves recognition for that. And then after that, when the rest of us were just retiring, Bob went on and became chief legal officer at Enbridge and was very involved in some of the difficult issues that any regulated pipeline needs to handle.
I think it's a pretty unique award. So to have it is a wonderful achievement. And as I say, this is not an individual achievement. So I'm very grateful to all the people that helped me get to where I am today.
You know, after a long time of trying, we actually persuaded Bob to join Enbridge. And he probably thought at the time that he was getting into a very nice, calm corporate gig. After all, what could go wrong at a pipeline company? But I could tell right away after meeting him in more depth a couple of times that although he came across very calm and cool, just beneath the surface, he was very focused and determined and competitive and wanted to make sure that he was adding value in everything that he did.
I think Bob would be best described as a trusted advisor. That is a phrase that is overused a lot, but Bob exemplifies that. People trust him, they value his advice, and his advice is not just technical legal, it's also very practical and business oriented.
I think he was just a really decent human being, he still is, a really decent human being. And he cared as much, if not more, about the people with whom he worked than he did himself. I never saw him lack grace. I never saw him advance himself above others. He really cared about the careers of those with whom he worked, which was pretty extraordinary. And I think it was recognized, and I think it's part of why he did so well.
Well, I think Bob's great skill set and the way in which he's been able to excel has been his ability to adapt. He's worked for multiple companies that were in different sizes, in different stages of their own development as a company, law firms. Not very many people can carry out such cross-cultural and cross-organizational careers and be successful in each and every time he's moved and changed.
One of the main things that Bob did throughout his career, particularly in his chief legal officer role, was to build and empower his teams. Very clear to me from my interactions with them that Bob was a true leader to his teams. These are very large teams. The Enbridge in-house legal department's more than 300 folks. But in many cases, it was clear Bob was taking a constructive role in helping the people who reported to him develop their career, meet their career aspirations. And I think that's one of the reasons that he has had the support of his group so comprehensively.
At the end of the day, it's all about the people that you meet and the people you spend time with and the people that helped you all along the way. So while having, I guess, an accomplished career, or to have this award, it's quite an achievement to get. That's all wonderful. But if you let your ambition get ahead of you so that you lose sight of what's important, I think you're missing what is the most important thing in life. And you can have a great career, but if at the end of the day, you don't have good friends, your health, and your family to celebrate accomplishments with, can be a pretty lonely place.
You know, for me with Bob, what I've seen is just, and I don't know if people see it as often, is how many people Bob Rooney has mentored over his career. You know, he puts others first. And even in my situation, I was a fairly new CEO, and Bob really handheld me through the first couple of years of that organization and really had the patience and supported me in achieving my dream to be, a successful CEO at Canada Sports Hall of Fame. But I've seen, even at his retirement party, how many people spoke about what Bob had done to support them along the way. And I think that's, pretty incredible.
What's resonated with me about Bob is that he's always lived up to his values. He's always done everything with the highest amount of integrity, and he's always been respectful to everyone.
He just is such a well-rounded guy and has had such a broad range of experiences, both professionally and personally, throughout his life, that I always had, an amazing time just listening to Bob talk about the things he had done and accomplished during my time working with him.
Well, in our business, there was lots of memorable moments because we were constantly under attack, and I think generally we did quite well. But the one moment I can remember distinctly had to do with Bill C-69. And at the time, many people were uncertain about whether we should get into a battle with the feds at the Supreme Court. But Bob is not one for half measures. He was convinced that we had to push forward all the way. And it turns out he was right, and that benefited not just our company, but the entire industry.
A memorable moment that I've had with Bob would be celebrating a $13 billion acquisition over liver and onions at the Blackfoot Diner.
So I think my most memorable moment with Bob Rooney was one where we were skiing at Chatter Creek, and I made a big mistake, and I ended up upside down head first in a crevasse. And Bob came along to save me, and I said, "Bob, could you undo my skis so I could crawl out of this?" And he said in a calm voice, "Hal, if I undo your skis, you're going straight down." And so we didn't undo my skis. He figured out how to get me out of there. But that, of course, is not anything to do with corporate work or anything to do with the legal world. But that's my single most memorable moment with Bob Rooney.
Congratulations, Bob. I don't know of anyone who deserves this award of lifetime achievement more than you do. I'm so honored to have worked alongside with you and learned from you all of these years, and I aspire to impact the lives of others in the legal profession as much as you have done.
Bob, congratulations again. You know, your efforts have been huge in really making sure that the moral compass at Enbridge is what it is, and that we all live our values of safety, integrity, inclusion, respect, and high performance. And I want to thank you for that, not only at Enbridge, but also your commitment to those values and that moral compass throughout the legal community. Well done, well deserved, and all the best.
Bob, congratulations on this Lifetime Achievement Award. You know, your leadership, your passion, your humor has been so important to me over the years. I know this achievement is because of all you've done at Enbridge and in your professional career, but also for what you've done for community. It's well deserved. I'm honored to call you a friend. Congratulations.
So, Bob, we've worked together on some very interesting projects and files over the years, from Fletcher Challenge to a few things at TransCanada, our time together at Talisman, and then your great work with Enbridge. What a great career you've had, and a fine fellow you are, and congratulations, Bob.
Bob, I was so pleased to hear about this award. You have earned this, you deserve it, and I hope that you celebrate it tonight. Congratulations on your Lifetime Achievement Award. I couldn't be happier for you.
Bob, congratulations on this award. You are obviously very well deserving, and I couldn't be happier for you and the rest of your family. Congratulations.
Bob, it's been a pleasure working with you during our time together at Enbridge. You have been a tremendous mentor and leader for me and the people that were on my teams during the time that we worked together. You're very deserving of this. I'm very pleased that you're receiving this award, and I offer my deep congratulations for this award. And it's just a tremendous honor, and I'm so glad that we had the opportunity to work together.
Bob, congratulations on being recognized with the Lifetime Achievement Award by the Western Canada General Counsel Awards. This is very deserved recognition for you. You've had a tremendous career, and you've had many, many accomplishments. But throughout all this, you've also treated folks the right way. You've acted with consistent and impeccable integrity, and you've brought real business and legal judgment to all the situations you've been in. Congratulations on this. Very well deserved. I couldn't be happier.
Bob, I'd really like to congratulate you on this great achievement. It's so well deserved, and congratulations.
Bob, you are genius, but more important, you are decent and kind and humble beyond words. You are among the best men that I have ever had the privilege to know. Thank you for everything you did for me. Thank you for your friendship, and congratulations on this award. It is so richly deserved, and I'm proud of you, my friend.
I am blessed with 6 children and an absolutely wonderful wife who has allowed me to do a lot of things. So, advice to my younger self. I did ask my children about this, and our oldest son, Charlie, had said, well, be patient, be kind, be true to yourself, and show as much skin as possible. Now, a little more seriously, I do think that you will be offered, or you will see some opportunities, and doors will be opened, even if they're only opened a crack. Sometimes you have to push that door open and take the opportunity, take a calculated risk, get out of your comfort zone, and go try some new things. Whether it's all within the practice of law, whether it's in other parts of your life, wherever it is, it's very important that you make sure you go through those doors. But as you do it, make sure you try to have some fun along the way. Life's too short if you're not having fun, and you can find humor in just about anything. And then absolutely, on your journey through all this, be humble and kind.